Alright folks, here we are once again at Curt's Corner. Thanks for joining me. And as you know, I kind of like to talk about things that people think but they really don't want to say. So today we're going to talk about crappy neighbors. Now, this is kind of an interactive video because what I'd like to know at the end of this whole thing is what you actually would have done. Okay? Now let's start out by letting you know that me and my girlfriend, we live in a condo. And she's been here for about 11 years. And a lot of the people who live in here have young children. And I mean the average age of a child in these four buildings is about 12. That's the average. Now, we just happen to live next door to an older couple who the older couple is actually great, but they have I'd say a son between the age of 25 and 30 who is, in my opinion, out of control. And this is what I mean by out of control. Last summer, he decided to buy a dog. And this dog is what I consider a yip dog. Probably weighs about 6 pounds, and it barks day, night, day, night, day, and night. Not only does this dog constantly bark, but the son doesn't know how to walk this dog in the designated area. So what he will do when it's raining is stand in his garage with the dog on a leash, and the dog pisses and craps in my yard. That's part of why I call him a crappy neighbor. We'll go back to last summer where I'm sitting here minding my own business watching TV, but that happens to be almost in front of our front window, and I see this kid walk by my car, and he's walking between the buildings. He's on the phone, and I'm wondering where he's going. So I look out the other window. Now, while this is all happening, there's kids outside playing. So I look out the side window, and here's this 30-something-year-old kid between buildings, and he's pissing. He's pissing. Now, I don't know about his condo, but our condo came with 2 toilets. We have a bathroom upstairs and a bathroom downstairs. So I see this. I go out. I ask the guy, hey, doesn't your condo have bathrooms? And he says to me, yeah, but my phone doesn't work in there. His phone doesn't work in the bathroom. Anyway, what I did is I talked to a couple of the other neighbors and who have younger kids, and they said that they would talk to the powers that be. So now we're still in last summer, and this kid likes to work on cars, what are commonly referred to as rice burners. Now, I have no problem with people working on cars, none whatsoever. But for some strange reason, this guy's friends all show up to work on cars between the hours of 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Now, for any of you that have any mechanical experience with vehicles, there's not too much that you do on cars that's quiet. So imagine, number one, you have a dog barking all night, while number two, you have this guy working on cars and making a lot of noise in the garage. We'll go further in this story to say that, yes, I have written the condo association, and all they say they can do is write them letters, find them, blah, 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 blah. So I do what I think is the adult thing, and I go down and try and talk to this guy, and of course he doesn't want to talk. It came down to the condo association telling me that I need to take pictures and send it to them. So I go out there at night when the guy is working on the car, I take a couple pictures, and he threatens to kick my ass. Now that would have been fun, let me tell you. I haven't hit anybody in a very long time, and I really I really don't want to, but you know, that was his comment to me that night. So we get to today, the reason that I'm doing this video, and where I need your help. The guy's a jerk. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've talked to the parents. The parents are in denial about the kid. They're really, really, really a sweet couple. Monday here is garbage day. I walk outside, and there's a set of keys laying on the ground to a Lexus. This just happens to belong to the kid. It's got the remote door opener, you know, the remote lock and alarm, and a house key on it. It's garbage day. And my mind is spinning. I pick up the keys, I come inside, and for 2.5 hours, I debate in my head whether to throw these keys away or give them back to the jerk. Long story short, the guy pulls up with his buddy, and I can see he's looking for his keys from my living room window. I take him his keys out, and I say, hey, I found these on the ground. I hand them to him. He takes them, walks away. No thank you. No, hey, I appreciate this. No, nothing. He turns around and walks away. Now, I live a way different life than I used to live. About 8 years ago, his keys would be in the dump somewhere because I would have just thrown them in the garbage. But I'm trying to figure out, am I wrong in thinking this guy is really a jerk because he didn't even acknowledge the fact that I gave him back his keys and saved him a little bit of money, or do I just let it go and let karma take its place? I also took another video just last night. It was kind of funny because we're running out of parking. Now, each one of these condos has a 2-car garage. And the video I'm going to show you shows a guy who has an empty garage, a car parked in his driveway, a car parked on the grass. And this is what I mean by crappy neighbors. It seems as though nobody really gives a rat's ass. I grew up in a neighborhood where everybody knew everybody, and everybody on the block looked out for everybody else on the block. And I'm just wondering, you know, where those days went. Why did they go away? Now, don't misunderstand me. You know, I have some cool neighbors. Javier, if you're watching this, man, you're one of my cool neighbors. Sorry, dude, but you know, I don't understand people anymore. So, really all I want to know is, do you think I did the right thing by giving this guy his keys back? Or do you think I should have thrown them away? Let me know. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Curt's Corner. I have no idea what I'm going to do next week, but I will be back next week with another Curt's Corner, and I hope to see you then. Have a great day.